I'm Jim Monahan. This is Steve Hayward from Professional Baseball Instruction and the Baseball Health Network. We have R.J. Fisher with us today. He's a 16-year-old pitcher. And on this installment of Pro Tips, we're going to talk about using resistance bands.
We use resistance bands for warm-ups. We use them for prehabilitation exercises, rehabilitation exercises. We use them for recovery, a recovery program when you're done throwing. So they're very useful in keeping the arm healthy and keeping the strength maintained throughout the season. Well, there's all different resistance levels in the bands. You have the thicker bands, different companies, the colors are all different resistances, but the ones that we use, yellow's a little bit too thick for these exercises. Purple's for more younger kids. The red one right now is good for a high school age kid. When you do these exercises, number one, you want to make sure there's always some level of tension in the bands when you start. You don't want them to start limp like this. You always want to back up a little bit so there's a little more resistance, a little more tension in it, so back up a little bit. And we're just going to get his muscles loose so before he starts throwing. So just throw up with some arm circles. You want to do smooth movements the whole time. You want to get a good rhythm going. You can start out slow. You can work your way up to a little bit faster. So your fast twitch muscle fibers more activated and ready to throw a baseball. It's really important, just like any training exercise, the form is the most important part of it. So you want to make sure that you control the band in both directions, that you're focusing on good form, that you're getting good range of motion and good extension to the back deceleration muscles. And how many you should do depends on how you feel that day. Some days you might be a little tighter. You want to add reps to it. If you feel like you're pretty loose, you don't need to do as many reps. But you want to get those muscles fired up. You want to get them burning and ready for activity. This exercise is focusing on the bicep. The bicep is very involved when you're throwing a baseball, and it's one of the most overlooked muscles when we do any type of warm-up routine. Most guys will do things for their shoulders, their forearms, their triceps, but rarely does the bicep get worked out and warmed up before any activity happens. So that's just a small sample of exercises that you can do as a warm-up, as a rehabilitation, prehabilitation, recovery. There's a million exercises you can do. So basically, you want to focus on the muscles that are really involved in pitching, especially the deceleration muscle, which slow the arm down. You want to prevent injuries, and that's one of the best ways to do it.
If you want more information, go to baseballclinics.com, baseballhealthnetwork.com, or call us at 800-282-4638.